Yo, everybody. Hey, Simeon here with Aim High Photography. Hey, today, guys, I want to talk about the Nikon Z8, and it has some issues. It has issues with overheating. I got a comment on one of my videos, and the complaint was about the Nikon Z8 overheating. Now, this particular guy had a problem with it overheating. He said the memory cards didn't work. I mean, he gave a list of like several things that was just bad. It actually sounded like he was just bashing Nikon, and I was like, it seemed like you just got a bad batch. You just got the camera that was in a bad batch. I don't know if the workers were getting off at 5 o'clock and, they were just trying to get those last few cameras done. They didn't check everything, something, right? So in hindsight, yeah, I was wrong, not him. He had, valid issues. Now, were all of those issues valid? I'm not sure, but I ran into some overheating issues with my Nikon Z8. Thank God I do not shoot a lot of videos with my Nikon Z8. That's why I have my GoPro. But guys, yes, it did overheat. Here is the Nikon. And guys, actually, before I get started, more than likely, I'm never going to switch Nikon. I think it's just an issue that has to be worked out. Maybe through a firmware, it can be fixed. But yeah, there is an issue. I see a number of YouTube videos talking about the same issue. The battery life, I mean, that's just something you just have to work around. There's nothing you can really do about that. But the overheating issue is an issue, especially if you're shooting videos with the Nikon Z8. I do not do that. But for my talking head video like this, normally I do use my Nikon Z8 for that, but usually my videos are kind of short, no more than about 20 minutes long, unless I'm doing like a full, menu explanation or something like that. It may go a little bit longer. But for the most part, my videos are pretty short. So I did a test with the Nikon Z8. As you can see here, I have it pointing to a clock, and after about 36 minutes, something like that, yes, the overheat light came on. I was shooting at 4K 24 frames per second, H.265 10-bit. I do not think I was asking a lot of that camera. It was just here in the room. I mean, it's not like hot or anything like that. It was just, I just turned it on from a fresh start. Yes, in about 35 minutes, it started to overheat. But guys, I think that's just an issue that can be fixed. I'm not bashing Nikon or anything like that. I love Nikon cameras, but yeah. And then the battery is an issue. Before this, I had the Nikon Z8. That's what I'm shooting this. Matter of fact, this camera, the one I'm shooting on right now is the Nikon Z9. I went from the Nikon Z9 and then I got the Nikon Z8. Okay, so I was originally supposed to sell the Nikon Z9. The guy decided he didn't want to get it, and I'm actually glad he did not get it. So now I have the Nikon Z9, the Z8, and also right here, the Z7 II. So as far as the batteries in the Nikon Z8, yeah, they do go pretty fast because I'm used to the Nikon Z9 being just a lot longer battery life. So the way I have a workaround. So right, this cable here, USB-C, is going into the camera, right? Yeah, right there. So I always use, guys, I'm a big fan of small rig. All my cameras look like this, as you can see. Here's the Nikon Z8, right? With the small rig battery. Here's the Nikon Z7 II. Once again, small rig battery. I have a small rig VB. You can't see it right here. Let's see if you can't see it. Well, you can see portions of it right here. This is the VB212. Okay, battery, small rig. Once again, I have small rig VB155. I mean, guys, these are excellent batteries. If you are a professional photographer, which I am not, this is what you need, guys. Add this to your camera gear, and that'll take care of the battery performance from these cameras. Okay, it's not just the Z8, the Z7 II. The battery is the same battery that's in the Z8. Also, it's the same battery that this right here. This is my Nikon Z5. Same battery. Okay, here, another camera. This angle here also. Nikon Z5, same battery. So the workaround is, guys, invest in these small rig batteries. Okay, the VB99 as of the end of September is $187. Guys, I just ordered another one just to have it as a backup. It's $187 as of today. Normally I see that for about $249. Guys, get it. Get a small rig battery. This is going to save you a lot. This small rig battery is running everything, right? It's powering up both GoPros that you see, that horizontal GoPro that you see in the front, the vertical GoPro is powering up the Atomos Ninja Ultra, okay? And it's also powering the camera, all right? So battery issue is no longer a thing. Now, the overheating, yes, Nikon's going to have to address that issue and fix that. Hopefully, like I said, through a firmware update, it can be fixed. Thank God for me, I do not shoot, with the exception of this talking head video right now, I do not do a lot of videos with my my camera. That's why I have the GoPros, okay? So, I mean, if that's the issue, if you are shooting a lot of videos with the Nikon Z8, yes, 35 minutes. And maybe if you're doing even more higher frame rates, I was only doing 4K 24, H.265 10-bit. But what if you're doing, 4K 60, or let's not even talk about the 8K, right? But if you're at 4K 60 or 4K 120, is it going to last longer than the 35 minutes that I was getting at 4K 24? I don't know. But, that's something that you have to deal with until Nikon addresses it. In the meantime, maybe go with something like the Nikon Z7 II, or better yet, the Nikon Z9. Guys, I love my Nikon Z7 II. This thing is just, it may look complicated, but it's very simple, okay? Got the Atomos Shinobi 2, got the GoPro here on the front, small rig battery powering everything, and I'm actually charging. My battery is 100% right now on this camera. It's always, all I have to do is plug a USB-C into here, and now it's charging the camera. There is no battery in the GoPro, but it powers the GoPro and the Atomos Shinobi 2. But guys, like I said, in the meantime, it will be fixed. I'm sure Nikon will address it. They see all the YouTube videos. Nikon knows about the issue. It's going to get resolved, I'm sure. We just have to be a little bit patient. But, that's unfortunate. We shouldn't have to be patient. This is like almost $4,000 camera. It shouldn't be an issue where you can only shoot 35 minutes and then it overheats. Guys, I get the frustration if that's what you are dealing with. If you're shooting with this camera, trust me, I get it. Guys, let me know what you think. Do you have an issue with your Nikon Z8? Please comment, like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. See me with Aim High Photography. I'm out. Yo, yo, yo. Yeah, but I still love this camera. This is the 135 1.8 plano, by the way. And then this camera here is, what is this? The 85 1.2. Guys, anyway, that's it. I'm out. Y'all have a good one.